Good morning. Good morning. I absolutely love this. I don't know why. That's what I need to learn. Why do I like things and not other things? But I'm thinking I think it's because of the contrast. These bright colors, the texture that's involved here, even though it's flat. Love it. Love it. I know they're not sea worms. It's like, ooh, that does look like a sea worm, whatever that might be, but what you can imagine. I also tried to play with this in Adobe Elements. It's a learning curve. I got to work with it, but I'm thinking, I don't know. I still haven't gone back to the beach, obviously. And my husband thinks he has like 4 more days or so before his glasses get here. So he's waiting on glasses. He had to get a new prescription. So he's waiting on those. I'm like, can they mail them to you? He's like, really? Oh. So I'm like, well, maybe, and I'm not above going by myself for a couple days. He goes, oh, well, you have to take the dog. I'm like, no. Oh, and I saw firemen carrying out dogs. Oh, it was so sad. There's another fire that broke out last night, Monday night. Or Monday afternoon. I'm not sure when it broke out, but I think they're working with it. They're letting it go in some places because there's no houses in some places where they are kind of dealing with it. It's in Ventura County, which is now another county involved. Oh, so sad. But we were talking to Gunner, as we do. And I said, Gunner, would you be a good therapy dog? He goes, as long as Daddy comes with me. I said, Daddy doesn't want to go to LA. Anyhow, he's like, oh, well, nope, I'm not going to go. But can you imagine your dog ran away as you're trying to evacuate? The fire is coming down your street in a fireball, literally. Do you take a risk on your maybe children or your own life to go get your dog? But that dog is just as special. What do? And you panic because that's what's happened at the beginning, the first day. And that's what happened with the fire that's up in Altadena. It was so fast. And they said it was like rolling tornado fireballs. And they didn't have the equipment. They had equipment staged because they knew Santa Anas were coming. But they had no clue as to how bad it was going to be. And I have some theories, but I can't say them out loud. And I really don't want to say them out loud in case I might be right. But I wouldn't be surprised. Anyhow, okay. That's enough of that. No more of that. Okay, we have deep time, which I figured out what it is. Generally, what we mean by deep time is geological time or cosmic time. In other words, billions of years. Instead of saying 400 billion years ago. The paintbrushes are all wet right there. 400 billion years ago, they say 2 billion years ago. Astronomers estimate that the Big Bang happened about 13.8 billion years ago, and the Earth to have formed 4.54 billion years ago. This is real deep time. So, I did not know that. That's what you call learning by journaling. Then I have minors, which this is minors. Oh, this is deep time. This is minors. Oh, God, and this just turned out. I love this one, too. A miner, obviously, is a person who extracts ore, coal, chalk, clay, or other minerals from the earth through mining. There are 2 senses in which the term is used. In the narrowest sense, a miner is someone who works at the rock face, cutting, blasting, or otherwise working and removing the rock. In a broader sense, a miner is anyone working within a mine, not just working at the rock face. So that's going back here. And I got a picture of like an in the ground miner, which they did blast because there's still piles of rocks in the foothills of California, the foothills of the Sierras, where you can see like piles and piles of rock. And it's not like naturally a hilly area, a hill spot. And that's because they used dynamite but then you would have to go in with literally a pan and, start sifting through that rock or a dredge. My dad used a sluice. Is that what it's called? He made one. And it was like a long, narrow box, like the length of this table, like you know, yard and a half long. And it had level steps in it. And he would put dirt through it and get out big rocks and dirt and everything. And then you would get down to a finer grit. And it would go into another lower edge of the box. And that was more of a small mesh whole wire that stuff could fall through, the bad stuff. I mean, and eventually you got to this little bit, and then you put that in a gold pan and you shift it around and you would find these little tiny specks of gold with my dad. Now in the old days, they were doing all kinds of, they were digging with pickaxes, and I don't know if they had those kind of boxes or not. It's an old technology, but I don't know if the 49ers use those. All right, this is Deep Time. But my dad, we panned. I don't think I ever panned for gold. I may have played in his little gold pan every once in a while, but not anything. I didn't get any gold. And then James Marshall discovered gold in Coloma, which is where we would camp along the American River. And there's a huge statue, like in the center of the town of Coloma, with his hand pointing down, and it's pointing right at the spot he discovered it, which is kind of cool. Here we have statues of Confederate soldiers. California has statues of miners. And one day they should have statues of firemen. They probably do. It's just, I can't imagine a fireman rescuing your pet. How sad. Sad. But I've seen on Instagram and stuff, like firemen coming out of flames with dogs in their hands. And it's like, oh, that just gets my soul. I don't know if Gunnar would probably bite them before he let them pick him up. I want a different color for this one. Let's see. I'm doing my field notes. I'm behind. I had never heard of that word, that phrase. Deep Time. Never heard of it. All right. Now I have space here. But I just want pretty pieces of paper right there, because I don't have any more else. You really can't say anything else about Deep Time. I can't. I don't know that much more. But I'm glad I learned so far what I learned. That's still too big. I kind of want to keep this gold in here. There. So there's a little pretty... I have to put something there. That side needs gold. Maybe I just do that. Hold on a second. Where did I put my gold? I don't want that much. Just kind of want to, well, squish it across. I like that. Okay. Now I have a little bit of a glump right there. That is a technical term, glump. But we're going to put it on this piece of wax paper or deli paper that just continues to get better. And I did do some more stuff last night. I just kind of put some final touches on some of these. I love this one. This might come with us today, actually. I think I put the yellow on here. But yes, you can see it on both sides. It's awesome. Just such, some of the best ideas sometimes are the simplest. This one. And then I did a lot of playing in some of my journals with some scrappy stuff. Oh, did I do this one today? No, I already had that one done. But I have lots of, I don't even know if any of these will make it in. Although, this one might. But it's just, you keep building up your stash. And it's good for your well-being to keep playing with it. At least it is for mine. It's good therapy. So today, now that we're 11 minutes into this, bones in an art museum. I think I want to do that. And I don't know how I'm going to do that. But this could signify the art part, right? Oh, I just got an idea. Only because of this flap that I did yesterday, thanks to Allie Edwards doing it in her junk journal. I think I'm going to split this and have bones coming out of the center. Maybe? Can I draw a bone? I don't know. I'm sure I have Halloween stuff. I don't think I have any stamps that are bones without being a full skeleton or small. Ooh, I do have some Halloween collage books though. And they're here. I brought everything back from the beach that was Halloween. Okay, so those will go here. These are a tiny bit too big. This piece of paper. Just a smidgen. That's another technical term. Okay, let's get a collage, Halloween collage book. Oh, I know what we could do. I know what we could do. I just found this book. This is kind of like what I want to make. Yep, see, this was made the KDP process, where you submit your oh my God, this is gorgeous. Who did this one? I don't know. Somebody recommended it to me. But this would be exactly what mine are. Except that it would be my art. Oh, I love that. And then you order it from Amazon, and then Amazon prints it and mails it. So it's not the best quality. This actually is a little nicer paper than some of the ones I've seen. I don't know who recommended this. Oh, gorgeous. Rebel Yell. I love that. I love this one. I love this one. If anybody knows whose this is, that's great. Oh, that's great. I love that. Oh, I love this one too. Oh, I love that one. Ooh. Oh, I get it. I think these are the same thing on each side. They're just different colorways. Like pinks, green, blue. Yeah, blue. Some other stuff. Oh. Ooh, that's pretty. Here's the bright version. Here's the muted version. I don't know who did this. It does not say. But I got it in 2022. Okay. Collage Soup is a little bit step above these books. But I think they're made in the same way. Yeah, see, they're printed at Amazon. But there might be bones in here. This is not Collage Soup. I don't think. Extra things to cut out. But there might be bones. This is just images you can use. Ha ha! Is that a sea dragon? But if I don't like what I find in here, I might go to, I have a Collage Soup book right there. And I might just design. Ooh, that's pretty. Ooh, that looks pretty for a sea dragon. That might be the cover of volume 2. Huh. Ooh, that might go on the cover of volume 2. Ooh, that's beautiful. I don't think I'm going to find bones in here. Ooh, that's pretty. Ooh, those are pretty. Ooh. That's kind of like along the lines of the cover of this guy. These, but it's blue. Winter blue. Aha. There's some skeletons. But I really don't want the skulls. I just want some bones. Ooh, I love these. Oh, these are so mystical looking. I love these guys. Oh, but again, I don't want the skulls. I just want bones. All right, let's see what's in Collage Soup right over here. I say it's here. It was here. Oh, here it is. All right. Collage Soup. I don't know if these might be a step above. These might not be printed. Although, they might be. They just have end pages. I think they are. They are. But see, if I cut out like some of this. This one is the Abstraction Menagerie. And it's a lot of this. But like one side is black and white, one side is color. But again, kind of, not the same images, but muted stuff. Now, if I could find, oh, look, ooh, this still smells like ink. I've had it before Christmas. Oh, see these colors right here, I could just like maybe draw like a dog bone. Oh, that's what my desk looks like right now. Not on purpose though. Oh, I love how they did this. This is like, well, I thought it was book pages, but it may not be. I'm okay with ripping some of this out. See, this is like, that's burlap right there. There, I have, this is a huge book. These are not like $10. These are like 20 something. This is the color I want right there. Okay, I'm not a face person, so I'm going to cut this out. Look at me ripping out of a book. Oh my goodness, and my hands aren't even shaking that bad. Okay, now I want to, I usually hoard everything. If I cut like a bone here, or do I cut out or tear out odd shapes and draw bones on it and avoid the eyeballs? Because I could like do like that and you wouldn't know it's eyeballs. And then fold it at an angle or something so it goes across a good bit of the page. I'm doing it. And then here, now I don't want the eyeball. That might go in my Hobonichi though, just because. Okay, now you can't tell it was a face, even though there's red right there. But now what I'm thinking is kind of like have this glued back here. Then have that like that. That way it kind of goes across the page. And we have bones in an art museum. Capiche? Capiche. Now this one I might do. I don't want them in the exact same place. Okay, hold on. I have to get this in the right direction here though. Okay. Nope, I don't want it that way. I want it this way. I don't want them exactly even. Okay, that's good. That's good. Now, this involves geometry. Not good at geometry or directions. There. Now, that has a torn edge. This does not, but we're going to fix that. So there, I have bones in an art museum. Okay, I need to make sure I get this the right direction. There. Oh, yes. Now, these are both light pieces. This is photocopy paper, and that's photocopy paper, essentially, too. So, I'm going to just use glue. And I want these flappy. But does that mean I have bones on this side too? I have to think about that for a sec. They're not all the way to the center, and that's fine. Okay. And I even have a little bit here. Okay. I'm thinking, could this just be my bone? A femur bone. Or an elbow. Okay, let me think about that for a second. But in the meantime, I have to add my stuff back here. I forgot. This is volume 1, number 13. Now, this is going to be an abstract thought process. So I think I'm going to leave myself a little bit of room, because this is not on Wikipedia. This is in my head. Well, it was in the show too. Volume 1, number 14. I can't do volume in one. Okay. This is bones in an art museum, because that concept was something that they created at the Nevada Art Museum that they needed to elaborate on. Okay. Note to myself. It also kind of, you know, represents bones sticking out of the ground. Or do I do like the end of a dog bone, kind of like a femur bone or whatever, like you see in drawings? Or do I write bones on here? Or stamp bones on here? Kind of like the idea of bones. I'm going to stamp, and then I'm going to put art here. Now, speaking of stamping, I found one time cleaning out my craft room a set of stamps that I used to use all the time. I just have to unbury it. In scrapbooking from Technique Tuesday. Guess who I just figured out used to work for Technique Tuesday? Allie Edwards. Yep. Acrylic block. Okay. And ink. I'm going to do it one letter at a time, because they're both short words, bones and art. But I used to love this font. And my sister and I and a friend of ours used to go up to Charlotte. In the summertime, they would have some kind of show, scrapbook show. And vendors would be there. But they don't do that anymore. Okay, we're going to do A. I have not used these in at least 10 years. And I don't want it to be kind of in your face. And I'm just, whoa. Is there no ink in here? What is this? There's no ink in here. Huh. I know I have one that's not good. All right, we go to the ink drawer then. Aha. Here's jet black. I think that was the bad one. I threw it away. Yeah, I can smell the ink. But see, now you can see a little bit of that letter underneath. These are very old and a little gummy. Probably because of the way they've been stored for the last 10 years. They're now in an airtight container, theoretically airtight. Woo! But I hope they hold up, because you can't get these anymore. And what I did, they were on a big sheet, and I just cut them up to fit them in my little 4x6 boxes that I have all my stamps in. And I kept the plastic that the name was on, so that I could figure out who it was. Okay, see, you can see a little bit. There's something under there. Now, B. What I might do with this one is stamp it across here so part of the letter shows up on the bones. No, it needs to be on the bones. B-O-N-E-S. Yes, I think so. Hopefully that's enough space, since we did not measure anything. Oh, my S is broken. I kind of remember that. But I have all the pieces. Hopefully I don't tear these because they really are gummy. B-O-N-E-S. I think it'll work. Just ripped it in. It's a good thing it's for bones. Plus, they're a little maneuverable, so you can make them a little funky. That's what I liked about them. Because I would make them funky. Because, you know, I'm nothing if not funky. Okay. I need to be careful with this dude. B-O-N-E. Okay, the S has been ripped. It's a little funky. There we go. Okay, pretty good. After all, these are being excavated out, right? Okay, I'll put these away in a minute. Oh my gosh. I kind of like that. I kind of like that. Bones in an art museum. Okay. Yeah, I accidentally attacked my list with paint yesterday. Where did my pen go? Keep using different pens that haven't had their little protection taken off. Okay. Okay, I think I have Bare Rocks, Digital to Physical and Back. Science joins art. And that is different than Bones in an Art Museum. I hear a truck and we have the heat and air guys coming just for their checkup. Bone or stone? I think I want to do Bare Rocks next. So that's where we're headed next. But I love that. I'm just going to leave it like that. Bones and an art museum. Nevada Art Museum. Love it. But I might need to let this dry really good first. Let's see. I don't think it's wet. Okay. All right, I think I'm done. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. In the museum again. Or in the dirt. In the dirt. In the dirt. We're going in the dirt tomorrow.